Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Derek here. We are back reacting to another episode of The Umbrella Academy Season 2. This is Season 2, Episode 2. It's called The Frankel Footage. The description of this episode reads, an incident at the bar leads Luther to Vanya. Five finds an unsettling surprise in the film Hazel left behind. The cops come after Allison's husband. So, big things are going to happen, presumably. Before we jump into it, please consider leaving a like on the video and please consider subscribing. That means so much. But what happened last time on The Umbrella Academy? Alright, so last time on The Umbrella Academy, we had all of the siblings getting dropped into the same alleyway in like different time period, not different time periods, but different years. So like they're all pretty much like 1 year apart, essentially. I think Klaus and Ben were the earliest, and then Allison, and then maybe Luther, and then Vanya and Diego were the latest. Yeah, and then after they all get dropped off, Five jumps not back to the future, but like slightly farther than the rest of them to like November 25th. I think that's like 2 or 3 days after JFK is assassinated, and like the Russians have invaded, like it's all out war, bad stuff is going down, but then the whole team is like super, like their powers are way better, they can do things they weren't able to do before, and then they all get nuked, and Hazel, not Cha-Cha. Cha-Cha was Mary J. Blige, I believe. Hazel jumps and gets Five out of there and is like, yo, world's gonna end, fix it. And then he gets murdered by these Witchfinder General looking dudes from Good Omens. And it's like, what the piss? Why are these guys here? And then, yeah, Five has to escape from them again. And so we start off real strong. Five meets this conspiracy dude that's been watching everyone, and he's trying to find his siblings and kind of like get back to them and figure out what the crap is going on, which is where we meet Diego in a mental hospital. So Diego, like right away when he got dropped back, he started like solving crimes and being a hero and stuff, and then he realized when he was, and he was like, what is the biggest thing that happened right here that I can stop? And he's like, boom, JFK assassination, I'm gonna fix that. But naturally, when you go around telling everyone that the president's gonna get assassinated, you don't just get to walk around anymore. They put him in a hospital, and then Five visits him and is like, yeah, I probably agree with that. We're not going to fix that. And leaves him there. But he meets a friend, so that's good. And then Vanya's living with this lady and her family. And she's saying she has amnesia. I don't know if it's like legit amnesia, if she really can't remember anything, because she did get hit by a car by them. When she initially dropped. So who knows? But my guess is that she does remember stuff. Like she has her memories. She's just like, I mean, using it as a convenient way to explain why like she doesn't exist because she's from the future. And like why she doesn't have any family that knows who she is or anything like that. Because I mean, I'm sure if she dropped out on her own and didn't get hit by that car, she probably could have figured out a way to live a life or whatever. But when people actively put themselves into your situation, you got to come up with some story. And there was some relationship vibes that I was getting from those two later on in the episode. But then we hit up Klaus and Ben, who I presume are leaving. They left San Francisco, which is, I think, where Klaus's cult was, maybe? I don't know if this is pre or post cult. But they Yeah, so they left San Francisco to head to Dallas, and Ben doesn't want to leave there. He wants to go back to San Francisco. He's got unfinished business. And then they get in a bar fight and steal a truck, and everything's Gucci with them. Allison's married, so that's weird. I mean, not weird. Like, she would have had to move on eventually when she realizes Luther is not coming for her. She's also married to the dude from Good Omens who plays one of the Four Horsemen. And then we switch to Luther, who's an upset boy. He's not having a good time. He is like protection for a mob boss, I assume, and he's just competing in underground fights, like kicking the crap out of people. Speaking of kicking the crap out of people, Allison she defends her husband against a racist dude while she's like leading the civil rights movement. Diego and his friend escape from the mental hospital while they're being attacked by the Witchfinder people. And then Five meets up with Luther and is like, yo, the world's ending. And Luther's like, I don't give a crap. So, like, who knows what's going to happen in episode 2. I assume, like, they gotta pick up after, Five and Luther. Five's gotta convince him to join somehow. I assume we're gonna see parts of like what happened throughout these stories before Five meets up with them all, like 10 days before the world ends or whatever. So we'll probably get some stuff from Klaus and Ben's cult days. Allison leading civil rights, Diego fighting crime, all that jazz. And it'll be good. It'll be good. Hopefully. I heard this season is a lot better than season 1, and I freaking love season 1. Season 1 was fantastic. So if season 2 is even better than season 1, we're in for a solid ride. Yeah, but that's all what happened last time. Let's jump into episode 2. Yo, she got straight brained. What are you talking about? 3 months later. 3 months after a bullet to the face and she's Gucci? You kidding me? This is so loud. The handler. That's who she is. She's like, what the piss?
Welcome back.
That's a man with a fish head.
Your recovery has been an inspiration to us all.
Well, if it wasn't for this metal plate...
And during your rehabilitation, certain management changes were made. Unavoidable departmental reorganizations. I'm sorry to say...
You're not firing me.
Of course not.
Oh, thank God.
We would never dream of it. However... you will be promoted.
What?
Due to your long-standing commitment to the commission.
Give me 2 days. AJ, give me 2 freaking days. I will make this right.
Task has already been reassigned. Send him in.
That's her replacement, this dude? Herb?
Sending you in after 5? I took a bullet in the head for this company.
And we thank you for your service.
Savage. They gave her Five's desk. You kidding me?
Numero uno, remember?
There is no number 1. Not anymore. Not in 1963. Look, I've been stranded here alone for a year. What did you expect?
I get it, alright? You watched Pogo die, the world exploded, and I ruined your big dumb ass in time. I'm sorry, okay?
Those are all horrible things. Oh, that's what Hazel put in his pocket. He just noticed that now?
Don't take this wrong, but I wish I'd run you over years ago.
That's an interesting thing to say to someone.
Flies undone. Gotcha.
What is wrong with you?
Probably a few things.
Come on, we'll take my car.
What car?
This one.
You do that right when the cop pulls away. They might have heard that glass.
What? You don't like the colour?
She is gonna get him in so much trouble, but I love it.
You're lucky, you know that? You got a blank slate. Start over. Be anyone you want. The rest of us are stuck with who we are.
That would be nice sometimes, just to start over. Yo, yeet. Holla at your boy. No. She knew. She's pretending like she don't remember. She remembers.
Dallas police, hands in the air. Get your hands. Drop the weapon. Drop the
Allison,
weapon.
put it down! Allison, put the bat down!
Raymond Chestnut, you're under arrest.
Oh, what?
What's the charge?
Assault and battery.
Officer, that's ridiculous.
On who?
Remember? You beat him. Back up right now. You're going wicked.
Allison.
I said back up.
She almost did it.
Allison, baby, let it go.
I heard her.
Allison. Allison, baby, it's okay. Baby, I love you.
Yo, his face.
I'm gonna be okay. Do we have a problem here?
No.
She almost went through with it. Gosh dang. That does not look like regular milk.
Elliot, did you develop these photos?
Diego. Oh, there's Diego.
Imagine Batman, then aimed lower. You get started on that film.
That's fairly accurate in a way.
You want to prove to Daddy that you're a big success?
Yo, you don't know anything about
I know
me.
everything about you. You are an open book written for very dumb children.
Ooh,
No.
savage. I mean, he kind of is trying to be a hero.
Then why are you doing this?
Because he is an idiot.
Who the hell are you?
Hi, I'm his loving brother.
Who left makes a rock in the nut house?
To protect you from yourself.
That's quite sweet.
Okay.
It is.
Both of you. Ow.
Holy shit! It's you.
Klaus.
Yes. Oh,
Hello, brother.
no, I mean, I saw you speak.
Don't go chasing waterfalls. Stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Yeah, I know, right? You want to sit in my seat and...
Uneasy lies ahead. Where's the crown?
Oh, great. Your dad made you read Shakespeare too, huh?
I taught it. Spelman College.
Really?
All these people connecting.
You're a professor, huh?
Remember your 12th night. Be not afraid of greatness. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them.
Wait a minute. Oh. I mean, but Shakespeare had no idea what it was like to be me.
Perhaps.
But it's in the struggle that folks find out their true calling.
Are you, or are you not, an enemy of the people?
That's such an
Really
open-ended
depends on
question
the
if you
people.
think about
Yeah.
it.
One more muscle.
Such an open-ended question.
You want to take this or should I?
No, I got him.
Hey, Mike.
What the hell just happened?
Where'd Diego get his fancy knife again? Is it gonna be footage of 5 running away? There's a man with an umbrella. Does that mean anything?
Clearly, it's not.
That is their dad. That's not good. Hug it out. Come on. Come on.
Vanya.
If I hurt you, I'm sorry.
No,
If anybody...
Don't.
Yo, he just wants to kill you without feeling bad about it.
Apologize.
What did you do to me?
I let you down.
Dang right you did,
I did
Luther.
horrible things. Things that I'm not proud of. When I could have just tried helping you.
Yeah.
I thought it was my job to keep everyone safe, and I just made it all worse.
Yeah, way to own it. She knows. She remembers. She was faking it.
Bad guy.
Yeah, you put that away.
If you're bullshitting me, Vanya, I don't care. If you're hiding out here and don't want to be found, I understand. I just came here to tell you that I'm sorry for my part in what happened.
Okay, so maybe Vanya did lose her memories. I thought she was faking it, but maybe not. What the? What is going on? Testing your foot, boy. And you're just straight up in your thigh. Isn't there like a large artery there? That's how you bleed out. That's how you die. Vanya, don't kill Vanya. Huh. What? What? Why would you keep her head?
I'm okay.
It's happening again, isn't it?
What is?
That home movie. Doomsday. Diego, last time I started seeing things, they put me away. Maybe I shouldn't have left.
Stop.
You're not seeing that. This is real. You ain't going crazy.
Okay.
Like yogurt. How did it know when to stop being milk?
Okay.
It's a good question.
Like yogurt.
How does yogurt know when to stop being milk?
We don't have to understand shit about it for it to be real. Right? It doesn't make us crazy. That whole movie.
Pinky swear.
The
The
pinkiest.
pinkiest of swears.
Where did you get that?
All the children of the prophet had
And does this prophet...
She's like, are you kidding me? Remember, in the wise words of the Lion King, remember who you are. Listen to Mufasa. Yo, what? The balls? What is this? It's all fake. It's a monkey. Pogo? That's Pogo?
Sorry, little buddy.
Don't attack him, Pogo.
It's good to see you.
Oh, Pogo, come on. Unnecessary, brother.
Impressive.
Yeah, you dodged your blade. Did he teach Diego how to fight? Is he gonna recognize his fighting style? Whew. Whew. Just stabs him.
Amateur.
Just walks away with Fogo. Classic. That's a decent amount of blood. Holy crap. Oh, that's the end of the episode. Okay, yeah. Another solid episode. I liked the way they continued some of these plot lines. So, to start off, something I wasn't expecting is the handler to be alive. So she got straight domed last season. Hazel shot her in the face because of the way that everything transpired with like him and the lady he liked and Cha-Cha and all that, and he just wasn't a fan of it, so he came back and he shot her in the head. Turns out she's Gucci. She had like a metal plate in her head or something, so she didn't die. And she's like literally about to be thrown in the fire. And the guy's like, I'm pretty sure she's alive, dude. But she decides that she's gonna go back to work to, I forgot what the place is called. I just call it the time travel agency or whatever. I don't know what it's called. If you know what it's actually called, type it in the comments. But she is not enjoying the same status that she was before. She was like top dog, head honcho. Previously, she was the handler, and then now she goes and this dude with a fish in his head is chilling in her office, and he's like, so you're not fired, but you're like super demoted. And she's like, you gotta be pissing me. This dude named Herb is in charge of me. They give her Five's desk. They didn't even bother to clean it out. Like, his name badge is still in the desk. Oh, that's gotta be so annoying. Then Luther and Five, yeah, Luther's still like, yeah, dude, you're talking about the world ending all the time. I don't care. I've been living a life for a year now, and no one's come to find me. Like, this sucks. Meanwhile, the dude, I thought it was the conspiracy dude at first, because they look kind of similar, and he was saying weird stuff, but it's actually the husband of the lady that Vanya's staying with. Luther kicks him out, and he's like, get the piss out of here, you loser. We have more escapee tendencies from Diego and Lila. They're low-key just like flirting constantly. Love it. But then Vanya goes to pick up what's-his-face from the bar, and then as she's doing it, Luther walks out, and he's like, what the crap? And she looks at him like she doesn't recognize him, which I thought she might have just been like playing him because she knows that he's possibly gonna try and kill her. Like, maybe she is aware of what happened, and she doesn't want him to kill her, but then later on you see that she's actually remembering stuff, so she definitely did lose her memory from potentially from getting hit with the car, or potentially like when she destroyed the moon, that might have sent her into a tizzy. What else? Oh, Allison's husband gets arrested. So, due to her actions defending him from the stupid racist man, he gets arrested. But he did say that most likely he would have been arrested anyway because racists are racists, and when racists are in power, they find ways to make what they want to happen. So they didn't want him or his group to be disrupting anything when the president's in town. Like they weren't going to allow it, so they were going to find a way to arrest him anyway. This was just a very easy excuse. I mean, even last episode when they were shutting the door, the guy was like, "You purposely shut that door on me, boy?" And it's like, you best step off, butthole. But Allison comes very close to using her power there. So something that kind of leads me to believe that she hasn't used her ability, like, since coming back. And she, like, I don't think she wants to use it at all. Like, she stopped using it completely when she got in trouble with her previous husband for using it on their kid to, like, parent better. Not better, but get their kid to listen. And so I think she's just been holding off on using it, but then in that moment she was about to do it. So that's pretty intense. It'll probably be a big momentous occasion this season then when she uses it. Oh, and then the footage that Five has in his pocket, they realize it is footage of, like, the event of the assassination, and their dad is standing on the grassy knoll. Like, he was there. He was at the assassination. We don't yet know, like, why he was there. He was just there. You know, what's gonna come of this was he there for nefarious reasons? I don't think so. He doesn't seem like he's a bad dude. Like, he may use some slightly unsavory methods to get what he wants. Like, he's obviously not a fantastic father, but he did what he did for the overall greater good, I believe. And so hopefully they'll be able to figure out, like, what's actually going on with that. Because I would like them to work together if at all possible. Oh, then we visit Klaus in jail, and he has an admirer, and he actually connects with Allison's husband. They're like, "Yo, dude, what's up, man? You like Shakespeare? I like Shakespeare." Actually, they don't like Shakespeare. They were forced to read Shakespeare. I liked the quote, you know, some men are born into greatness, some have greatness thrust upon them. That's excellent. And he's like, "Yo, my dude, you're friends with the governor. Talk to him and get us out of jail, homie." And Klaus is like, "Well, I don't actually know him. I just know all his wealthy benefactors." But, you know, that leads me to believe Allison is probably going to connect with Klaus at some point, because she noticed the tattoos on the dude's hand, and she's like, "Yo, where'd you get those?" And he's like, "Oh, everyone of the Prophet has them." She's like, "You gotta be kidding me." You know, in that moment, she was immediately like, of course Klaus would become a cult leader. Like, I feel like when all of us saw the trailer for this season, and it was like, Klaus is a cult leader, everyone who saw that trailer was like, "Oh yeah, that makes sense." Of course Klaus would be a cult leader. He can see dead people and communicate with them, and he can just influence people, and now he doesn't want to be that anymore because he just hates having to deal with all these people. But, oh, and then, okay, probably my favorite sequence or one of two favorite sequences in the episode, Luther confronts Vanya. So he brought the gun just in case that she was, like, an angry lady and remembered him. But she doesn't remember him, and he takes the time to apologize to her, which I thought was great. Like, everything he was saying was on point. Like, that was everyone's, like, biggest criticism of him last season is, you know, in an opportunity where he could have chosen to help her, he instead chose to imprison her and antagonize and attack her, and it led to the downfall of their group, the end of the world, all this stuff. And he's saying, like, even if you don't remember, like, if you remember and you're just BSing me right now, like, I don't care. If you don't remember, I don't care. Like, I have to apologize to you. You deserve that. And I thought that was real nice that he apologized to her. Which then, while she's sleeping later, sparks some memories of the theater when they're like, when she was like sucking his life force or whatever. We learned that the three milkmen, Witchfinder General looking dudes are from the Time Agency. They're operatives sent back to presumably kill the members of the Umbrella Academy. So they went after 5, and then their next target is Vanya. So I didn't know who they were the first episode, but I guess they're from the agency. The fish dude mentioned earlier in the episode that they've sent operatives back when he was talking to the handler. So we know who they are. They killed that lady with the cats, which sucks, because now who's going to feed those cats? And they're throwing knives at each other. That one dude got a knife in the leg, like his thigh. There's like an artery there, isn't there? Like a pretty big one. Like if you get stabbed in the thigh, isn't there like a good chance if you hit that you bleed out and die? I'm pretty sure. But you know, they're gonna be going after Vanya, so Luther's probably gonna have to protect her. Ooh, there's a nice scene between Diego and Lila where she, like, understandably, she just gets out of this mental hospital, right? And then is immediately like she's a quirky, weird girl who, you know, she's got some issues, but she is also like looking out for her own health slightly, because she's seen all these crazy things happen. She's being shown like literal footage of a future event of assassination, of the president being assassinated. You know, she's seeing 5, you know, blip in and out of existence while he's jumping around places, and she's like, I'm losing my mind. She legitimately thinks she's seeing things and going crazy again. And she's like, last time this happened, they put me in a hospital. I don't want to go crazy. Like, I don't want to be this. Like, is this real? I don't know what yogurt is. And I liked Diego's response, and he's like, yo, we don't have to know about yogurt and how it works to know that it's real. So, like, everything you're seeing right now, the things you're hearing about, this is real. You don't need to understand it, but it's real. You're not crazy. And I like that. I like that reassurance there. They're definitely going to be a cute couple. Klaus breaks back into his mansion just to take a nap. That was nice. But he doesn't like seeing that picture of himself. And then the episode ends with a sequence of 5 and Diego breaking into their dad's business. And there's all this like weird stuff. Like, it's definitely like the front office is definitely a front office. It's a front office. And there's all these rooms of just like weird random stuff set up. Like, is this business almost like purely dedicated to teaching Pogo how to like be a person, or like what? Because Pogo's in there, but they have like these fake family rooms set up. Like, is this just training on how to start a family or like be, I don't know, like, still not sure if Reginald Hargreaves is like a real human person, because there was the weird scene from last season where like he was somewhere with his dying wife and rocket ships were taking off, so he could 100% be an alien, and he's got these weird setups in this place, and it's just very confusing. Everything's fake. Don't know what's going on. 5 sees Pogo and he's like, dude, Pogs, good to see you, brother. Like, granted, this is the first time he's seen him since Pogo was murdered by Vanya, but he's just a little child, little Pogo now. And Pogo scratches him because he obviously doesn't know who he is. And then he runs away. And then Diego gets in a fight with Reginald because he's not old and has a cane. He's a young whippersnapper now, and he can straight go to town on this young little son. He's fighting him. Did Hargreaves teach Diego how to fight? Is that something that he did? Because he had to train them all eventually, right? Like they all trained in their powers, but they also trained in like hand-to-hand combat, and they had to learn that from someone. So I assume he's the one that taught them. So maybe he recognizes something in Diego's fighting style where he's like, yo, this is super similar to what I do. But Diego gets the upper hand because he's got this little piece of rebar, and he hits him a few times, and he's ready to knock him out, and then sees his face, and it's like, Dad? And then he stabs him. He's like, amateur, little punk bitch. Claps, Pogo jumps off, and then they walk away they fade away into the fog. And then Diego's bleeding out. He's not gonna die though, because you see him in different scenes later in the trailers and stuff, so he's Gucci. But yeah, that's how the episode ended. That's my most concerning thing right now, is like what was up with all that weird fake stuff? Like, what's going down? I don't know what's gonna happen next episode, not next season. Next episode is called The Swedish Job. As the sit-in approaches, Allison reconnects with Klaus. The Swedes chase Vanya into a cornfield, and Luther makes a distressing discovery. Okay, so that'll be awesome to see next episode, is Allison and Klaus reconnecting. I want that to happen. The Swedes, the Witchfinder General dudes, are looking for Vanya, and they're gonna chase her down. I don't know what discovery Luther would make. I'm sure they're keeping that a mystery for a reason. But no, yeah, this was a solid episode. I really liked this episode. I wish I had someone to like talk to and bounce ideas off of. Just kind of talking to myself. Yeah, the vibes of Vanya and Sissy eventually dating, those are coming on strong. The vibes of Diego and Lila coming on strong. I really enjoyed Luther's apology to Vanya. That was nice. What else? I don't know. There's lots of stuff. I think it'll be nice to see Diego I think he might be abandoning his goal to save the president potentially, because now he's just so intrigued about what's going on with his dad. I mean, who knows? He might still be trying to save the president. Everything seems to revolve around that. And we're getting more characters connecting. So we had Klaus and Allison's husband connect, which now is going to be turning into Klaus and Allison connecting. We had Luther and Vanya connecting, Five and Diego. So I think just over the course of the season, seeing more and more of them come together will be real nice. I love it when they're all just hanging out, especially when Klaus is involved. There wasn't a whole lot of Klaus in this episode. There was a ton of him last episode, and not a whole lot in this episode, but he's still shown through. He's still my favorite character. Second favorite character is probably Five. I think my third favorite character is Luther, but I think that's more due to the fact that I like the actor, Tom Hopper. He's been in other stuff that I have enjoyed. He was in Black Sails. He was in other stuff. I just like his voice. He's got a nice calming voice. I also like Pogo, even though he's dead. And Ben. Vanya's up there. I think Allison's my least favorite, but I still enjoy her. Yeah. This was a solid episode. The train's still just getting going. I think those are all my thoughts, though. Let me know what you thought of the episode down below in the comments. Are you excited for episode 3? If you haven't seen it yet, what do you think is going to happen? I think those are all my thoughts, though. So, if you liked what you saw, please leave a like on the video. Please consider subscribing. That helps so much. You guys are fantastic. Just got over 1,000 subscribers like a week or two ago. So, you know, living the life now, rolling in it with my $4 that I've made. Yeah, that's all I got. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.